Hello everyone, I'm here with a new process video. I am working on 6x8 pocket pages, and these are still my photos from Munich. I'm doing a very large Munich series because I took tons of photos when I was there. So this is continuing on. If you watched my last process video, this is continuing on into the main area of the botanical garden. So I have some flowery photos here. My friend and I actually make an appearance. We said we had to make an effort to get ourselves in the photos on this trip. So there we are. And I almost forgot, I have these. If you've never seen what these are, they are kind of 3D stacking elements. So you buy them in a package like this. They come with the pieces ready made. I did not put the glitter on there. They come with that. It's fabulous. And then you layer them. Now you could do it just like this. You can kind of see they don't match up perfectly. That's how the layers build. And then you just have this top piece. So it does become somewhat dimensional. However, what I like to do is I normally put the first layer down, then I will put a layer of foam dots to make it 3D, and then I'll build the rest of it. Just it gives it more height. And I am trying to cut down on bulk in this album, but these type of things, they really need it. So I will do it for that one. So I have that element I know I want to use. I did pick out this card, but I'm not 100% sold on it. I'm just not sure that this orange really is the same as this orange that they go. So for now, I'm going to go forward as if I'm going to use it, but I may have to go into my stash and find something else. And then I also have this partial photo. I wanted to really showcase the yellow because it's so beautiful. I know some people don't like working with yellow. I do. I absolutely love it. But I don't have a card background for it. And I've already got a pattern going here, so whatever I choose has to go with this pattern. So that's kind of what I'm starting with today. Since I have the elements ready to make the 3D flower element, I figured I might as well go ahead and start with that. So I have put pop dots on the back here, and so this layer is ready to go. So I will just place it on top as closely as I can to the lower one. There we go. So already you can see it's looking dimensional, which I love. Then this layer, if you really didn't mind bulk, you could put another layer of foam dots there, but I won't. That's too much bulk for me. So I will just put my adhesive on here. A little bit up here, a little bit down here. And then the top piece gets layered on in the same way that the last one was, as close as possible. There. And then you can see, this piece was slightly different, and so there's a little bit of open layering there as well. And then that's what it looks like when it's all put together. And all I need to do is adhere it to the card. And now it is adhered to the card. Because the bottom of the stems did hang over a little bit, I just clipped off the end so that it would fit the card. So that part is done. It can go right there. And at this point, I realize I have some dead space, so I might be able to stamp something in there. I probably wouldn't add any type of puffy sticker or anything like that, but I might stamp in there. But I really want to see how the rest of the design comes together first. And in order to make that happen, I think I need to find the background for this one. I think I have found a card that will work for this one. And actually I had to do a little bit of doctoring to it. So I found this card and I loved the pattern, but I thought maybe with this pattern and this pattern it would be too much. So I decided to trim it down just 1/4 of an inch and then mount it on white cardstock. And hopefully that will bring in this white, a little bit of this, the white and light gray that's in these photos, and hopefully that will tone down the blue and the pattern a little bit. And I think that the photo will go quite nicely there. And I think I want to attach it like that, not centered, because I might want to put a strip of washi here. And I'm torn with what to do. Of course, I love the yellow, but the yellow is pretty strong, so I'm not sure if I should do an orange there, some other type of green, a gray, I don't know. So I'm going to have to go into my washi stash, and I have a lot. So I will go in there and find something. So I think I'm going to try this card with just a thin strip of this pale yellow washi. I think it'll look nice with this one especially, and it'll bring in just a tad more. I do like the yellow, but I don't want it to be like, hello, yellow in your face kind of a thing. So I'm hoping that it's subtle enough where it'll add just a little pop. So I have adhered the washi. And when I was doing that and I set it down and I was looking at the photos, I decided to change the arrangement a little bit. I need to have orange space on both sides. So I moved this and I found these in my stash. So this has a little bit of orange, and if I put this over it, a little bit will just be peeking out, which I love. There is a pattern here, but it's over on this side, and my friend is wearing black, and I have a black camo strap there, and my sunglasses are dark. So I think that's enough where the black isn't distracting. So I think I'm going to make that the new tag. I'm going to put this one back in my stash because I don't want that one. And then I'm going to go with this configuration. Now, I still feel like this is blank, so I need something. And I would prefer it to be orange, but I have discovered I don't have a lot of orange things, so that makes it a little bit difficult for me, but I'm not giving up. So I'm going to go into my stash again and see if I can find something for this photo. Okay, that took a while. That was a chore, but I think I have found two things, actually, not just one, but two that will work. So first of all, I found this phrase label that says love this place, and it's green, so obviously it will match. Then I found this. Is it as bright of an orange as this? No, but I think it's enough of a contrast that I can get away with it. And what I think I'm going to do is, in this picture, I have two sets of people here sitting there, and I think I'm actually going to cover up these people with the flower like so, and then either tuck the phrase under it or overlap it or something. But it not only brings in the orange, but it gets rid of those people. These will still be here, but you know what? I can't help that. There were people there. It's a city garden. But it eliminates some of it. So I think that that is a good compromise. So I'm going to mess with all that, put it all together, and then come back. All right, I have adhered down the tag over on this side, and it did hang over a little bit, so I cut that off. And then on this side, I did tuck under and over a little bit here. So a little bit over on this part, a little bit under there, but just enough so it doesn't cut off the words. It does hang over a little bit, so I will have to cut off the excess there. But that's not a big deal. I don't mind doing that. There we go. So now that card is done. And I think I want to put a little rhinestone up here, probably a clear one. I have all of these that are perfectly sized for that. And looking at this, I don't have orange in there. And the gold is more like an amber color. It's not a true yellow, so I think I will go with a clear one. I put the rhinestone on the card, so there you can see that, and I do think a clear one was the right choice. But then I decided to do something else. Because this has glitter already on it, again, let's see that close up. It's quite lovely. I actually have a silver metallic jelly roll pen. And so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and just, hopefully the camera can show it. Yep, see those little dots on there? There we go, better in the light. I think I'm going to take this and use it over those dots so that it will have shimmer on this side just like it does over here. I did the dots with the pen, and hopefully you can see that it does shimmer. When I bring it up close, it gets kind of dark, but you can see that it shimmers in the light. Yay! So I do like that those match, and I'm still wondering if I need something stamped here. If I do, it's got to be very small because I don't want it to compete with this. I'm going to look through my stamps and see what I have that's little that might work there, and then I'll make my decision. I found a phrase I want to use. It's not exactly tiny. The letters are small, but it's kind of a longer phrase, but I like it, and it says, breathe it all in. And I love that because we were breathing in the scent of the flowers. It was wonderful. And just breathing in the experience of being in Europe again and seeing beautiful things around every corner. So I really think I want to use that one, and I'm going to place it right here. I have done the stamping. There it is. I absolutely love it. It's just subtle enough, I think. And then especially because when I do my journaling, this will be in black. So that's a nice contrast when they're across from each other like that. And I just used my, oops, I have a rhinestone stuck to it. Let's take that off, shall we? I used my Memento black ink, tuxedo black. This is good for just regular stamping. You wouldn't want to use this on a photo. It's not as permanent as, say, like stays on when you're working with a glossy photo, but for cardstock, totally fine. So I think I'm going to put this all in the page protector and see how it looks. Well, I lied. I'm not going to put it in the page protector yet because I just found something else I want to use. I found this, and it says this moment, and it's in yellow. And so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover up where it says destination, traveler, and date, because it'll just fit nicely right there. And then I can just journal down here. So I adhered that, I put in a mini staple, and I decided it was so close to being done, I might as well do the journaling too. So I kept it simple. Let's move all this stuff out of the way. It's not in the page protector, but you can see how everything goes together. Oops, I went a little off camera there, I think. There you go. You can see how everything goes together, and I'm really happy with the way the yellow and the orange mix together with a little bit of black. I think it's perfect. Another one done for Munich. Thanks, everybody.